Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I already have my eyebrows done, my lashes on, and most of my shadow on. I think I want to change it up a little bit, but I wanted this video to mainly be about how to highlight and contour. Basically, with contouring, it really depends on the shape of your face. From what most people say and from what I've seen in like the face shapes, I have more so of a oval round face. And I have heavy, my cheeks are heavy. My cheeks are big. So the way I contour my face is definitely going to be different with how you contour your face. So we're just going to get right into it. I definitely don't want a long intro like I did last time. The video last time was kind of long. Sorry, y'all. But I'm going to shorten this one up, short and sweet, just to get right to it so you guys can see how I contour, and I'm just going to give you guys some good tips. So getting right to it, please stay tuned. Make sure you like my video or subscribe. Definitely subscribe. You might as well subscribe. You're already here. You might as well subscribe. So I start with my moisturizer, which is from Clinique, and this is the dramatically different moisturizing gel. I say this all the time. Love this moisturizing gel. I just rub it in my face. There's not a particular way I put it on my face, but I definitely put this on my Benefit Professional primer. I have the little small one. I meant to get the big one, but they ran out at Ulta, so the small one gonna have to do until they run out. But I put my pore primer in the spots where I have like the pores, my pores that show the most. This is a combination that I like, that I feel like fits me well, because now I don't know, because I got a tan. I just came back from Jamaica. If y'all can't see this little freaking tan line I got on my forehead from my lace wig, but that's besides the point. I go in with my NARS and my Fenty Beauty. I like to mix these two together and put this directly onto my face with either a brush or a beauty blender. Now I'm just gonna put on my foundation with this brush, and then I'm gonna actually go into the foundation with the beauty blender, only because wow, it looks so much lighter. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, and I'm just kind of gonna dab. Just go over the parts that I already went over, just because I said earlier that I like the more soft, smooth look that the beauty blender gives me as opposed to the brush. Now, I don't not like the brush. I like the brush. It's just the fact that my brush, I just finished cleaning it, so it was still kind of damp. So it wasn't moving the product like how I wanted it to. Now I have this tan, and my tan making me look crazy. But it's all gonna work out. As soon as I contour, it's gonna even out. So I'm not gonna look like, bitch, why your face not matching the rest of your body? It's going to. Have faith in me, y'all. The next step that I like to do is I like to put on my concealer. I really necessarily like this technique that I do. I think I'm gonna mix it with the Age Rewind by Maybelline. This is really fucking good. Like, the coverage is so good. I took the sponge off because I don't like the sponge applicator, and I just twist it and you get the product like right away. Like, who got time? Who got time? Who? Now everybody wants to know what's the purpose of this whole highlighting contour thing. Where did it come from? Well, highlighting and contour was always in the makeup industry, but I think it just more popped like in the last like 2-3 years, like highlighting and contouring. But basically you're just highlighting your face. Highlighting your face is when you take pictures. What do you want to show the most? You want to show your snatched nose and you want to show your eyes. The highlighting is going to reflect your eyes. It's going to make you zoom into the middle of that face. So the contouring is basically to hide. It's basically giving you guys the illusion that my face is skinnier than what it was. My nose is thinner than what it really is. Or my forehead is a lot smaller than what it is. So with contouring, I like to contour with Black Opal, their stick foundation. I fucking love it. Okay. I don't see myself using anything else because it's just the right type of brown, chocolatey, and it's so easy to move the product. So I would definitely say this for women of color, Black Opal is the go-to. Now with my Black Opal stick foundation, I'm going to show you guys how I put it on. I start from the top of my ear down, and I go downwards because my face is really round. So I go downwards on the contour because it's gonna give the illusion that my face is longer than what it really is. So higher cheekbones, it's gonna chisel out my fat cheeks as well. So from the tip of my ear down, just like that. And I'm gonna do the same on the other side, obviously. You guys can see. Now people want to know, where do you stop your contour? You don't go so close to your mouth. You stop where, you see where you smile? You stop in the middle of your cheek. So the middle of my cheek is right here. Smile, middle of your cheek, right there. Now with your nose, I'm gonna give me a wheel. Just go in with the flat brush. I like to dab my stick. And doing it this way gives me more control. It gives me more control. So I like to connect my contour with my shadow. And this is gonna give me a more like, boom, nose. I like my nose. I don't necessarily care to contour all the time because my nose is like small. It's like a little button nose. Whatever, you know? So I don't really mind it. Now, if you have a longer nose or a fat nose, I would say, the contour, you should always contour at the, like, underneath your nose, like right here. Once you do that, it's gonna give the illusion that your nose is not as long, and it's gonna give that your if you have a fatter nose at the end, it's gonna lift up your nose. It's like surgery. It's gonna give that illusion like lifting up your nose. So it's gonna look like, ooh, baby girl, I'm trying to tell you. Y'all gonna see. So the smaller the more you contour, the smaller the highlight is, the more narrow your nose is gonna look. So it's really up to you. If you want your nose to look super fucking narrow, baby, that highlight gotta be like. So for me, I like my nose to look kinda somewhat snatched. Next, I'm gonna contour my forehead. Now, I just put 3 lines on my forehead, if you guys could see. And then I contour my jaw. So, I do it right underneath. I just follow the line. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Ultimate Blending Brush by e.l.f. And I'm going to blend out my contour. So you could dab it, or you could gently smooth it out. Like I said, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna smooth everything out to connect everything together with the foundation brush. So everything, and with my beauty blender as well. Because I don't really like harsh lines. Some girls do. That's not necessarily my thing. I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender and connect everything together, basically just smoothing all my edges out. I don't like any harsh lines, so I want everything to be smooth. Okay, now that everything's connected, this is when you apply your loose powder, your translucent powder underneath your eyes, your baking powder, whatever you want to call it. So this is my concoction that I made. I mix Sasha Buttercup, Air Spun itself, which is in the naturally neutral, and a little bit of the Laura Mercier, and what else do I mix? The Ben Nye Topaz. I mix all of that together and I have this concoction. I just do it into the color that I like, because sometimes I just haven't found a baking powder or translucent powder or whatever, the color that I like. So I'm gonna apply this with my Morphe brush M218, and I'm just gonna put it underneath my eyes, like so. Now, I probably look like a fucking reindeer or some shit, but I let it sit only for the amount of time that it takes to do my under eye, like underneath my eyes, my waterline. Only because I don't like baking for too long. I don't feel like it's necessary. Once you put the product on, whatever sticks is gonna stick. Okay, now that I'm done applying my eyeshadow, which I actually made it glitter because I wanted something more popping, I'm just gonna brush off the excess with a clean big brush like this. I'm using the Real Techniques brush. It doesn't have a number, but this is called the Angled Multitask brush. And I'm gonna go in with my foundation powder, and I'm gonna put it all over my face, obviously, because it's my foundation powder. And this powder is from Lancome. This is 460 Suede. Don't be fooled, it looks super light, but it is my color. And I'm just gonna press it all over my face. With my Anastasia Beverly Hills, this is the powder bronzer in Mahogany. And the powder bronzer looks like this. It's fucking beautiful. I love this one. I go on my big brush, twice, I'm gonna go right over that contour. Now, if you want a more like contour, you would use a smaller brush. But because I kind of like a little, you know, more natural, not so like, you know, pointy, edgy contour. Now you put it on your forehead. You just put the contour powder everywhere that you had everywhere that you applied your contour foundation. You always have to set your contour that you put the liquid on, whether you use foundation, a stick, a cream, you always have to set it so it doesn't give you that inconsistency of oily and matte. So, don't want too much of the product. This highlight that I'm using, it's Wisp Super Shock Cheek. So, I'm just gonna do a little bit on my hand, place it right here. I'm gonna place it on the areas that I want this to pop, and then I'm gonna go in with my brush and smooth it out. This is the completed look. I still have to do my lips, but I'm gonna come back, give y'all the whole shebang. But this is how I contour and highlight my face. So I'm gonna do my lips and I'm gonna come back and you guys are gonna see the completely finished look. So give me one moment. And I'm gonna do my hair because I'm not gonna stay with this ponytail. I don't know, I'm gonna maybe do the wet look. I don't know. All right, I'm back. This is the finished look. My hair is looking kind of crazy because it needs to be washed and everything. But this is how I highlight and contour. This is it, you know what I'm saying? So if you like, please make sure you guys like and subscribe, and definitely comment whatever you have any questions on, whatever you're not sure of, or whatever you want to see more of. Just let me know. Comment. I'm always here for comments. I'm always here to listen. Even if you follow me on the other platforms, you can definitely DM me and talk to me about my videos. I have no problem doing that. I feel like that's where I'm mostly converse with people, because everybody says, oh, I don't have a YouTube, I don't have whoever follows me, so they just DM me. But definitely follow me on my other platforms, my other social medias. My personal Instagram is Hello Bad Kitty, Hello Bad Kitty, BADDKITTY, and my makeup page is Makeup with Ray. Ray is RAY. Twitter is @_Rachelle Rene 5, and my Snapchat is the same thing. Snapchat is Hello Bad Kitty. I try to keep everything the same so it's not hard to follow. But everything else, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time on my next video. Don't know what I'm gonna do, but definitely stay tuned and make sure you turn your notifications on. Bye.